I think it's good for people to question the religion. But I don't think it's enough to question it. I think you need to go further and look for the answers. And I can talk about that specifically with my oldest daughter. When she was in high school, she was going, I forget, Young Life group that came into the school, and she was questioning, and that's exactly what I said to her. I said, before you start looking elsewhere, start looking at what you already have. Look into what your church teaches, what our beliefs actually are. Don't just decide, well, I'm not happy with this, so I'm going to walk away. So I think it's good. I think it's good to question, but as I said, you don't question just to have a fight, but if you really want the answers, that's where you have to look. I didn't question anything until I was much older, I think. And I guess I questioned why life was so difficult, why finances were a problem. So there were some things that really were disturbing, that I did question. You have to question. You have to go deeper. And I've always wanted to learn more. And so why not want to learn more about my faith? I knew a lot about my faith, head knowledge. And people now often say, well, you're just memorizing, so you really don't understand it. But if you decide that you want to grow in your faith, then you begin to realize that there are deeper answers to those questions. And sometimes I think I even just went through the motions. I didn't question anything. But as life gets harder, I think, is when you start to question things. At least that was the case for me. But I never questioned whether I wanted to have a faith. And that faith was very much tied up in the Catholic Church. I think that the world has changed. The sexual revolution came along, and I think that a lot of people found it easier to not practice a faith. And life just got busier, and there's a lot more in the world. Secularism, there's just so much that detracts. Whether it's golf on Sunday morning, or whether it's staying out too late Saturday night and not wanting to get up in the morning, or just any number of things have happened. I could go into so many areas that life has changed, that it's affected how people are, as far as particularly going to church is concerned. And they don't want to follow rules, that they often see the Catholic Church as being nothing but a set of rules, and it's not. It's much more than that. Why should faith be important to people? Why shouldn't it? In good times and in bad times, if you have that faith, you know that you're never alone. You know that God is always with you. I think my faith has led me to care about people that I'll never meet, people on the other side of the world. I mean, when I hear how people suffer, I can't just brush it aside. I have to pray for them. I have to see if there are ways that I can help. Even from a distance, there are always ways that you can help other people, and I think it helps us to find a connection with everyone in the world. My faith directs the rest of my life. What I do is a result of the belief I have in God, and how my Catholic faith helps me to grow closer to Him, who is God. And why did God make me? God made me to know Him, to love Him, and to serve Him in this life, and to be happy with Him in the next.